Welcome everyone to tonight's show. I'm your sexy talk, Fembot, co-host, Aya. And we are live from Studio 69 in beautiful, New Night City. It's the After Hours with OG. On tonight's show, we have special guest, that lovable, huggable, paintball mask-wearing, Gundam toy boy, War Dog. That electrifying, spandex-posing, cow-suit trollin', beast of a streamer, Dead King. On tonight's show, our special guests, from Team Invicta, will be talking about their streaming careers and what makes them love bringing the creative content that keeps bringing us back to the stream. Also, today's topic is epic boss fights. A discussion of some of the most memorable and epic video game boss fights. Also get prepared to join along in chat and play What Would OG Do? And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next show. Or I will hijack Alexa and haunt you in your sleep. Just kidding. Now put your hands together for the host of the After Hours, my delicious organic meat popsicle, OG.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to the After Hours show. We have a great show lined up for you guys tonight. I can't wait. We got a couple of Team Invicta people in here today. We got my man War Dog in the house today. Super awesome guy. Love him to death. Guy has me laughing all the time, man. Talk about mining. And not only that, we also have the wonderful Dead King with us. My man is truly one of the bravest and most courageous souls that I know. The things that he does on stream sometimes makes me question my own stream courage. And with that being said, we're going to open up the show today with something that I find a little interesting. And I had to bring this up because it just kind of made me think about what people would honestly do for Disney stuff. You know, I know Disney's popular. I know that people for decades have wanted Mickey Mouse stuff. But the question that arises is, what would you do? How far would you go to get something from Disney? And we're going to play this little clip real quick. Wait a minute. We got to get you guys some audio here. A little bit of audio difficulty there. There we go. Well, let's listen to this real quick.
Japan's All Nippon News Network shared a story about shoppers rushing to the gate at Tokyo Disney Sea more than 5 hours before the park opened. Many of the shoppers are believed to be resellers, and some are accused of using baby dolls to get around the limit of one per item. Popular new merchandise was set to debut on April 7th, including Duffy and Friends merchandise. Dozens of shoppers lined up to get a number to enter the souvenir shop. Shoppers are limited to one of each item per person. However, some shoppers have devised ways around these limits in the past. Some accuse the resellers of utilizing fake baby dolls to buy duplicates of items. At least one shopper was found to be using a baby doll to buy extra items, and possibly more of these shoppers are out there. The clerks determined that he was running a flea market site selling the goods for as much.
So, baby dolls. Would you go this far to use a baby doll to literally get your hands on more than one item. Like you need 4 Mickey Mouses. So I'm going to bring quadruplets, baby dolls, to get 4 Mickey Mouses, Mickey Mises, whatever. I find this hilarious. I don't know why someone would want to fake baby dolls so that they could get more items from Disney. I don't know what this is. I don't know why someone would do it, and I kind of find it hilarious that someone out there would want to fake having children just so that they could get more items. And with that being said, guys, that is the true meaning of wearing a condom or a rubber, because babies that are fake are made of rubber. And that is my weird, odd news for the week, because I have no clue why somebody would do that. I surely wouldn't, and you should not either. I wonder if the next time that I go into a club, maybe I should bring a blow-up doll if I'm getting half off for 2 people. All right. You are right, chat. People are weird. I don't know why people would want to do that. But definitely, I guess that goes right along with why people put in fake mannequins to drive in the carpool lane. I don't know. So anyways, we're going to bring our first guest out tonight. And as you guys heard, Aya has already said, the lovable, huggable, paintball mask wearing Gundam toy boy himself. My man, War Dog.
Ouch.
All right, we got War Dog in the house, everybody. What is up, War Dog? How you doing this evening, bud? How's it going with you, man?
Everything's going well. Stream's going well.
Nice.
Couldn't be happier.
Right. So I just want to let everybody in on something. War Dog was so gracious that he hooked up with my man Wesker that you guys saw in the episode 1 of the After Hours, and they essentially teamed up together. They made a Gundam, and War Dog made the Gundam, sent the Gundam over to Wesker. Wesker painted it, and Wesker sent it out to me. And I tell you, that was just one of the most awesome things, War Dog. So I personally want to thank you, man. That was super awesome. That's the kind of guy this guy is. And so with that, man, we're going to talk about, what it was. What got you into streaming, Was it stuff like that? Is it because you wanted to touch people's lives? I mean, what's your story?
Well, the one day I was watching a crew of members called they called themselves the crew, like KWR Speedy, Jehovah, and stuff like that. They got me into streaming, really, content creating and all like that. I owe them a lot because, they showed me it's not just you guys sitting there and just playing the game through and trying to beat the game. They genuinely wanted to enjoy the game. Right. So that's that really what's pushed me to play all these games and, hang out with these amazing people. That was my determination.
Right. So that's cool. So you kind of were inspired by some other people doing it that you wanted to do it.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So with that being said, what's your kind of current stream goals right now?
Well, right now it's I'm trying to get to 300 for followers on Twitch, and then I'm trying to at least hit 100 for YouTube.
Okay. All right. Worthy goals.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to hit those same goals too. Yeah. So
Yeah,
do you
but
have anything planned for anybody? Like, if okay, so let's say you hit the 300 mark. What are we gonna? Are we going to see? All right. Do we get to see something spectacular for War Dog's 300 follower? I mean, do we get? I don't know. Can we get a?
Well, I'm planning on doing a giveaway, for a few choices and all like that in the future, depending on what the person wants.
Okay. So no hot tub,
nothing
hot dog
really
water stream.
Yeah, nothing like spectacular, but the day of the giveaway could be like, a good show, pretty much.
Okay.
Like what my good friend Dad would say, have a good, dress up in a cow suit. Maybe, nah, I don't know about that. That's his kind of thing. Milking the wars.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe a dress up thing. Maybe a whole, like I was talking to him. Maybe a whole blow up stream, like for everybody. Like I have a bunch.
Bro,
of
you gotta
people
phrase that so much better. I was trying to stay quiet. You gotta phrase that better.
Blow up costume.
Stop!
Costume.
Stop saying blow up!
That's what they are. No. Like a costume stream. Something like that.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god, not the blow up costumes. Oh my goodness. Hey, you know what that makes me think though, because I'm now considering the Panda Hour.
Yep.
Yes, everyone, I am considering the Panda Hour. And what I'm thinking of doing here is maybe now that you mention this, Dead with the cow suit, maybe you get an animal, I have a panda. Maybe we all get the little suit, the blow-ups. Wait a minute, what is this supposed to... Inflatable. There you go. Inflatable suit. And let's do a multi-stream for charity. How's that sound, guys? I don't know. Chad, if you want something like that, let me know. If we want an inflatable animal stream for chat, or for charity, I say let us know, and maybe I can get with these guys and we can come up with something awesome. So we're gonna move on from our animal streaming. But what I will ask you is, do you have any projects or something like that you have lined up right now that you're involved with, or anything that's I don't know, kind of like obviously you're trying to get the YouTube channel going. Is there something that you're going to add to the YouTube channel, or are you just kind of specifically focusing on streaming on the YouTube channel, or are you going to be doing some of your Gundam material? Or
right at the moment, right now, I'm trying to find a room to make more content videos.
Okay.
So,
Dead or alive,
being
you're
that my
coming with
work
me.
is a little busy right now, it's kind of hard to pick a time, unfortunately.
Right, right.
But in the future, definitely, I am trying to push more and more. I'm going to try to at least get one video a week out, at least a short video on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch, unfortunately, not so much projects. I mean, I just changed up a few things, so I'm probably in a month or so, I'll probably be working on ideas about changing a few designs on it.
Okay.
But anything big right now.
Nice. But I think that's actually a cool idea. I would probably try to jump into that if I were you, because I think you have a lot of creative essence, man, and you should let the rest of the world see that stuff, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, with that creative essence that you've been oozing the rest of the stream world with on Twitch and now YouTube, I mean, is there something memorable, some kind of memorable moment or anything like that kind of it just really stands out in your mind, man, of what you've accomplished or what you've done in your content creating and your streaming career?
Um, Making some friends outside of streaming.
Right.
I do have to admit, growing up, it wasn't the greatest about making friends. I do have at least, you know, two friends from high school still I consider brothers, but like it's a little difficult to make them. But being that I'm part of Invicta and all like that, I made a lot of friends, really good friends, I have to admit.
Yeah.
But
Invicta rocks, man.
yeah, really do. But really, I mean, my happiest time is really joining Invicta because it boosted my confidence a little bit more. Being a part of a nice family, a team, and all like that. That really got me further along. I do have to, I do appreciate that a lot.
Okay. Well, that's obviously something, worthy of memory, because I have to say too, if I wouldn't have met you guys, man, I think I'd be still like, kind of lonely trekking it along my content creating and streaming career myself. So, that's a big thing, man, is the people you meet here, is pretty awesome. So, so anything else, anything you want to say to Chad, or anything upcoming that we should be looking forward to?
I'm trying to right now, but I might be pushing for, there's a few things, but back to playing paintball a little bit more.
Go with the GoPro cam.
Yep. And then in October, we're heading for TwitchCon.
Right.
We're trying to push
I can't wait. I can't wait to see you guys, man. There's no way I can let you guys come to California and me not come see you guys. It's just, it's going to have to be
I can't wait.
Well, I can't wait. Everyone, give a big round of applause and a shout out to my man, War Dog. Lovely person. I love this guy to death. We stream together, we play together, man. He is usually like 80% of the time my raid buddy that I raid, because we play Star Citizen together. Make sure to go down into the information below and check him out. He is definitely worth giving the watch to, man. Once again, thanks to that guy. Thank him so much, man. Thank you, Robo. All right, the next guy that we're bringing to the show, if you guys don't already know, this guy by far is the man that brings pose to the JoJo pose. There's no one else that I've ever seen that has been able to rock this pose, and when he does it in electrifying Invicta spandex when he does it. Everybody, let's bring Dead King to the show.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? I don't know how to feel about you bringing up the spandex so early on. But...
Hey, it's all love. It's all love, everybody. We know we love it. The man, the myth, the legend, our man, Dead King, who has been recently anointed the community manager over at Team Invicta. Great guy, and not to mention a recent graduate of graphic design school.
Yes, your boy does the doodles on Illustrator, and I make really nice brochures.
Right. Well,
that's kind of fancy.
Yeah, that's kind of how it starts, man. That's kind of how it started. That's how I started. You know what I mean? Straight up brochures. You know what I mean? But anyways, I mean, how you doing, Dead King, man? It's been a minute. I know you've been focusing and concentrating on school a lot, and I know you've been trying to get some things going. Get the content creators' bloods boiling over at the Discord and getting us all together. But how's everything been, man? How's school? How was school?
Oh boy, let me tell you about them basic bitches.
I like War Dog mentioned a little bit earlier, I was never the most excellent at making friends. I didn't become quite so verbose until later on in my life, or I wasn't so eloquently worded, I guess.
Right.
Or I was, and I was just being a dick about it.
It could have been a little bit of both, right?
Yeah, like I was a smart kid and I knew it. And that was a problem.
It's always a problem.
Like, so now in my adult years, I'm kind of accepting who I am and, like shit that I like, shit that I don't like. And, I've seen some shit.
Right.
I go into that class and I don't know. I feel like I felt like I was talking to a whole lot of NPCs. That's the best way to put it.
Wow.
Like, prime example. This is a prime example NPC story right here. This girl, her name is Monica for the sake of the story, right?
Okay.
Monica is from, where is she from? She's not from the US, but she's from somewhere. I can't say that on stream.
Yeah, let's keep it safe.
She like 2 weeks into class, we were doing an icebreaker,
right?
Because they wanted everybody to get acquainted. And she decided to tell the class, "Oh, she went to Europe and went backpacking through Europe." Okay. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Did you do anything? Did you see anybody? Nah, it was just backpack. I had some nice food. Where?
Oh, wow.
I don't exactly remember. What do you mean? You didn't go hiking through some like
how do you
exotic
not have
country,
memorable moments backpacking through Europe?
Yep, like what the fuck? Like you didn't run into like 7 junkies using one fucking meth pipe? Like what nothing?
Nothing. Not even a castle? You can't remember a castle you went to or something?
Like, I haven't left the country in like maybe 5 or 6 years now. I have so many stories of stupid shit.
Well,
no,
that leads to
one great all
story.
The time.
Well, tell us the great story. Tell us the great story of how Dead King became a streamer. How did Dead King become a streamer? How did you become a content creator?
Ooh. Okay. So, little bit of blast from the past.
Right.
I went through a lot of name changes before I was Dead King.
Okay.
My original name on Twitch was King Wasabi.
King Wasabi. Now,
yes.
Is Wasabi involved in this?
Nah. It had nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do with Wasabi?
Like, it was a nickname that my grandmother gave me, and it was the only thing I could think of at the time when I was making a Twitch account.
Right. And so she just threw out there. You were the one that was basically brain farting, not knowing what to make a name for yourself. And then she said, "Make yourself King Wasabi." That's kind of how it worked out.
There's a lot going on. But
so no snorting of wasabi involved at all.
No. Gee, dear God, no. That sounds terrible. Oh, I imagine that getting like some of it residue getting in your nose and then it moist. That sounds terrible.
Right. So that's kind of, so you go through these name changes, right? And what time, I mean, what was the motivation there? You just wanted to stream?
Initially it was just streaming, and it was off and inconsistent, and it was sparse and barely streaming, casual streaming.
Okay.
And eventually, I started noticing things when I started watching other streamers. Was a huge lack of black streamers.
Okay.
And I had this noble cause. I was going to rise to the top, to the ranks of partner, so that I could show the Black community that it's okay to play video games on the internet and be cool about it. Because there are not that many professional Black streamers.
Well,
let alone
that's honestly
ones that aren't dickheads.
Yeah, that's honestly a noble cause, which kind of leads to the next thing. So is that still a goal of yours? Is that so no, that's not a goal anymore. So it started off like, yeah, man,
it started real noble.
Yeah, I'm pushing for us, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of how it
went. Yeah.
Like, okay, this is harder than I thought, kind of thing. Right?
Kind of. It's a noble ambition, and I hope that one day that I can reach a point where that I can be an influence to Black content creators, because it's always a good thing to see a nice Black content creator, not somebody that's like being not wishy-washy or like PG Punk, who's probably one of the most noticeably famous.
Right.
That man is a dickhead. He stomped my shit in Evo the one time I went.
It's like that sometimes. I've died to a couple of top-notch guys, so it just happens. It
was a high tier versus low tier. Why they gotta do me like that?
That's what we get for bringing our low tier ass into a high tier.
For real.
I mean, that's just what happens, right? You know how many times that's happened to me in some of the games I play. But so is that going to be something that you're going to kind of continue to pursue one day? Like, does it still kind of linger in the back of your mind and say, hey, I want to get there. I want to do this for my culture. And
yes, but in a different capacity.
Right.
Like initially, I wanted to be that cracked streamer.
Okay.
Like the popular cracked streamer, like the Shrouds and whatever. And obviously that didn't happen.
Now
but I'm okay being a personality.
And that's it.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's it. At the end of the day, just be yourself.
It's the dream addendum.
Right. So with that, do you have any other projects, something you're working on now? When are you, and as I don't know if anybody knows, but Dead King has taken a step back from streaming for a little bit to finish up his schooling career. Are you coming back, and when's that coming?
Currently, I am working on updating the graphics for the stream.
Okay.
So we're gonna come back with some new emotes. Might do, but who knows?
A nice little reskin, huh?
Yeah, nice little reskin. It's been I had that little training arc. Got to come back with the new get up.
Nice. I myself am working on one too, so this show inspired me to want to redo mine. So I totally understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, like you got the first few episodes in what people remember, and then you got to hit them with that new uniform.
Right.
We got this out the cleaners for you. Here you go.
Oh. Yeah, and that's it. So is that something we can expect in the next few months or something like that?
Yeah, for sure. Like definitely in the next month or two, I say.
Well, that's awesome. I can't wait. I obviously can't wait for that. That's super awesome. And just kind of close it out, with that being said, and you possibly making your comeback, what is one of the most memorable moments that you've had in streaming so far?
Ooh. This was back when it was just me, Yautja, and Killer. This was way back before Invicta.
Okay.
Yautja had just made Affiliate, and so we were having like a co-op stream. We were all just enjoying the night, playing Siege, getting shit on. And at some point or another, we were drinking, laughing, and Miss Yautja walked past the camera, and I don't know how this came up, but the thought was to Jazzy Jeff Yautja through the wall.
Whoa, Jazzy Jeff I explain. I need more elaboration on it. What do you mean, Jazzy Jeff Yautja through the wall?
Jazzy Jeff was a character.
Well, Jazzy Jeff is the Fresh Prince's DJ, right? Or am I too old?
He was the DJ.
Okay.
He got yeeted through a wall on the show. And so we were going to get, if Yautja got, I think it was like 15 subs at the time, we were gonna have Miss Yautja throw him through a wall.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Did this happen?
No, we were real fucking close though.
Where was I that day? I would have did it
well before Invicta.
I would have did it for the yeet. You know what? We need to get Yautja on the show, and we need to make sure we can get him yeeted through a wall. Chat, if you guys want to see Yautja, man, on the stream, on the after hours, let's bring him to the after hours, and let's see if we can get him yeeted through a wall.
We had him at 14 out of 15 subs. We had to put a timer on it. We had to put like a grace period timer on it.
Oh man, that would have been awesome. I mean, yeah, it might have hurt. It might have broken some bones, but you know what?
Nah, Yautja is an ex-professional wrestler. That man can tank.
Okay,
that man is a tank.
And that would help with the embarrassment that I had on one of your podcasts with them about Blanca. But we're not going to get into that. So, with that being said, everybody, thank Dead King to the show. Anything you want to say before you go, man? Anything you want to tell Chad? Anything like that? Anything upcoming for you? Okay. Anything to look out for?
Honestly, there's a lot to be looking out for. I'm actually working on a rolling tray project that I've been putting to the side. It's going to be a nice, pristine wooden rolling tray with a crazy engraving on inside. I posted some leaks in Twitter.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe if we get enough subs for Dead King when he comes back, we can get him to go skating on his rolling tray.
You wildin'. No,
and with that being said, everybody, thank Dead King for being here. Make sure to check down the information below for all of his info links. And be sure to keep up with him. Make sure to get back to him when his new comeback comes. Thank you so much, Dead King, for coming. Now, if I can keep you two around and bring you out, we're going to talk about tonight's wonderful basically topic, which is epic boss fights in video gaming, right? So first of all, I have a couple of them right here that my man Dead King and War Dog have already shot at me, and I'm going to go ahead and let them talk about that. And while they talk about it, I'm going to try to find the actual fight. I think War Dog sent me one, and War Dog says that
did you want me to send you a fight? I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I guess I can look for it myself. I was just going to let it play kind of in the background while you guys talked about it a little bit, right? So, War Dog says that one of the most epic boss fights that he has ever had is with the Crucible Knight in Elden Ring. I have not fought him yet, so I'll let War Dog basically tell that. Did War Dog pass out on us?
No, I'm here.
He's dead.
My mic wasn't registering there for 2 seconds. Sorry.
He's dead.
He's dead. He is dead. So essentially, I guess this is the guy right here. We're gonna take a look at this guy.
OJ, I shot you a link with the exact timestamp. So
yeah, I'm not really gonna play the voice of it, but I will show you guys. Apparently, this is the Crucible Knight. So, what was so hard about him, War Dog? What was so epic about fighting this guy?
he just was so rough. No, like the fighting pattern of the guy was so difficult, and it was, I think it was like 2 hours of trying to beat this guy.
Right.
Did he properly lube up for you at least? I mean,
no, that horn hurt so bad. That horn on that thing hurt.
Oh, so the horn on the shield.
Yeah, that thing when that got you. But to be honest, the game does need some tweaks on the control mechanisms they have for it.
Right,
because in my one clip, I was trying to move, use my ability to shift, and it made me jump. And I'm like, the two buttons are too far away to cross them up.
Okay.
So there was a few times with it, but he gains extra abilities too, like flying a dragon's tail that I didn't know.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, he was a doozy. I decided to go back to my old ways, and I pulled out the original katana you start with in Elden Ring, if you pick being a samurai, and I put Bloodhound flash step, and I beat him that way.
Oh wow! And so
instead of using all special stuff,
you used the original weapon. Did you actually upgrade the weapon though?
I think it was upgraded twice, so it was still one of my lowest weapons.
Oh wow! Well, kudos to you, man. That's actually, this dude looks beast. I see the dragon tail. I see the flying wings. It looks like he'd give somebody a run for their money for sure. I don't know if I could possibly beat this guy. It will take quite a while, and I actually, it's not that I lost interest in Elden Ring. I actually thought Elden Ring was more of a co-op game, and unfortunately I did not get to see that co-op the way that I thought it was. Right?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It's not a very good one.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, like fucking, I don't know, 4 or 5 of us be able to get together and just kind of like frolic through the woods, spanking shit. But nah, that's not how it works.
I'm not lying. I thought the same thing, dude.
That's not
why
how
y'all trying to spank shit in the woods.
That's why I didn't force you to get it, because I was like, there's no good multiplayer. The multiplayer sucks in it.
That's not my problem. We have to readdress the fact that we're just spanking shit in the woods now. What is happening?
Hey, look, hey. It's a thing, okay? No one's ever been to summer camp as a teenager? Come on.
No, I did not. I didn't go to stay away camp. I stayed my ass in my apartment.
I will say, it's an enjoyable experience. You should do it sometime. It's nothing like frolicking through the woods and spanking shit. Right.
All right.
And with that being said, my man Dead King said that his hardest fight. Now, are you talking about God of War 4? The Valkyrie Queen?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So he says that this was the hardest and most epic boss fight to him.
Fuck off, cat.
And I'll let him explain it because I don't know. I have not fought this person. I love the God of War series, but unfortunately, OG has only beat the very first God of War. So.
Well.
And you're talking about this chick right here.
Shit on right there.
That just pummeled you into the ground.
Yeah. So it starts with you getting absolutely ground pounded. I played this game on hard mode for my first run through because I was like, oh, I got this. Completely forgetting that God of War gives 0 fucks about your soul.
Right.
So I decided to finally rip through the entire game. I got all of the extra stuff that I could grab for this fight. And this to start the fight, you have to kill 8 Valkyries, which are already harder than the final boss.
Wow.
And and each of them has their own special like moveset.
So wait a minute. So you have to go through 8 Valkyries before you can face the final Valkyrie.
Yes, and she can do all of the abilities of the 8.
Oh, wow. That changes things.
With more power. So if you're in hard mode, she can 2-shot you, like with basically any combo.
Holy cow. Oh man, you made me want to play this game now.
The fighting is incredible. I replayed it in normal, and like the fighting is so pristine. Because he starts out with this axe, this giant frost axe, because he put the swords down. He's not trying to live that life anymore. Different mythos.
The chaos blades.
Yeah, but one thing leads to another, and he has to pull them out.
Right.
And the combination between those 2 weapons and his shield that he gets, it is so smooth.
Well, God of War period was always, since the first one, it was just an awesome. God of War series is awesome. It's probably, come on, it's Kratos, man. It's going to go down in history, bro. It's one of the greatest franchises ever.
Monkey, I don't know if you remember that time that I died 73 times in Crash Bandicoot, but yeah, that wasn't shit on the Sigrun run the first time.
Right.
I think I called off of work for 2 days in a row to beat this. Yep. I definitely called out of work 2 days in a row because I was like, I'm gonna beat it Sunday, and then it was Monday morning, and I worked night shift, so I was already missing work, and then I just didn't beat it the whole next day, and then still tried to do it.
He's putting it down on this this boss, and it's
it don't do shit.
Like any lesser fall, like I would have probably died. Yeah, you're right. 60 times or more. 60 times or more, I would have died to that.
It took a lot less time to do it when it was on normal, but hard, I definitely lost money.
Right. Well, I tell you what, because that was epic right there. I'm going to tell you, it actually inspired me to want to play God of War now. Just like totally find I don't know if there's some type of fucking humble bundle out there or something for all of the.
Do you have a PS4?
Is it only PS4?
I don't know, but I have the game.
I would imagine it'd be on PC. I only have PC.
Oh yeah, they just released it to PC. Like it just got released to PC recently.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I only have PC. Unfortunately, I am. My DNA runs with the master race. I'm sorry, man.
Hope says it's on PC now.
It went on like this year. I will say play it on controller because the controls are way smoother that way.
Yeah, I tried to play it. I'm not knocking anybody who has a console out there, but I just feel like when I play with the console, my IQ drops a little bit, and I ain't got much to start with anyway. So it's like it's one of those things. Let's take a look. So, and that's epic. That's awesome. So those 2 bosses were super dope. If you guys have any other bosses that you think were epic bosses that just kind of was memorable to you guys, go ahead, leave a comment on that down below, man, because I'd love to research them and maybe we can come back to this. But I have one, and it's kind of my love for. I have Mass Effect, and Mass Effect series was one of my favorite series of all time, if not the favorite series of all time to me. And during Mass Effect 2, you get to fight this human Reaper, and The Human Reaper, to me, the whole concept when that Human Reaper came out was just and I'm going to tell you something. It wasn't probably as hard. Yeah, it definitely was. It wasn't that it was a hard series or a hard boss to beat. Okay, it's not anything about how difficult it was, but the fact that these people, these collectors, the whole time that they were collecting human bodies, and and the funny thing is, guys, is when I was playing the game, something kind of was going through my head, going, I bet you that they're using these humans that they're collecting to feed a Reaper. But to find out that it was a Human Reaper, it was mind-blowing to me at the time. It was one of just those times in games that you're just kind of like, holy shit, this happened. This just happened to me, kind of thing. And it was definitely it makes me actually want to go back and play the game, honestly. It doesn't actually show any of the fight in this, but essentially they had some tanks that were feeding the Reaper that you had to destroy, but the whole time you were doing it, the crazy dude named fucking Harbinger is fucking spawning all over the place with all his minions, and you're trying to take out the minions while trying to focus on these tanks, and then finally you get them down, and then you have to fight the Reaper. The Reaper actually comes to life, and you gotta basically shoot his eyeballs out is kind of what it was kind of, but yes, I can't wait. And for all you Mass Effect lovers out there, Mass Effect 4 is in development, and it is a Shepard version. And it is the original BioWare team that made the original trilogy. So keep an eye out on that. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. And that is going to close our topic of the day. That is our epic boss fights. I think those were 3 great boss fights. Elden Ring is a hard as hell game. I'm telling you right now, I don't know how. My man Wardell keeps playing it because it is super hard to me.
There's still people that haven't got through the first boss.
Yeah. And God of War is sick. And obviously Mass Effect, it's definitely a loving game that will stand the test of time, I believe. And you are right. Andromeda was meh, but I'm okay with Andromeda. It wasn't that bad, but it was not as good as the trilogy. I agree. All right, and with that being said, guys, we are going to finish off the rest of the show here with a lovely little game that I like to play with my guests when they come on, and it is called What Would OG Do? I will ask our guests a couple of questions about something random in the world, and they have to figure out what would OG do. And so chat, go ahead, play along with us, and let's see what kooky, crazy answers you guys can come up with, right? And with that being said, the first question that I am going to ask, right, is recently I was watching a show, Jackass Forever.
Yeah.
And in the opening scene, I see this Godzilla pouncing through the city till I realized that it was a blue-screened man, or green screen. No, it was because it was a green monster. It was a blue-screened man where they cut out his body, but the Godzilla was his penis.
Oh my God.
If given the chance, would OG paint his penis like a green Godzilla and pounce it around through a little tiny village?
Are we talking alone and with time?
Are
there drugs? Are there drugs?
It's your imagine. What would you be OG for a second and explain to me how I would do it? What would I do?
There would definitely be drugs.
Yeah, it would have.
And there would be a model train set in the basement and a weird late night. You would have happened to have had a model train set in the basement, like a replica model train set that some friend left for some random obscure plot reason. Oh my God. Nobody's home because wife went grocery shopping and everybody's just gone.
I'm just totally soloing it.
Do you want anybody home with that?
My own little secret, right? My own little
Miss
secret.
OG comes home,
right?
Do you want to explain to Miss OG? Just
she walks in, totally sees this like little play village. Like what is this?
Like, I don't know how your wife gets down, but I feel like that. What the fuck is in order after that?
I don't know, Chad. What do you think OG would do, right? Because I already know what I would do. Okay, and so just for you guys, if you want to know what OG would do,
OnlyFans.
No, not OnlyFans. All right.
I got a camcorder at the ready.
So first of all, I would have to figure out how the hell. I don't even know if I can say this, right? I don't even know. First of all, I would have to figure out or create a new type of Godzilla because of the bush. So my Godzilla would be
Mothma
using a prop, which is a bush or a tree. So I don't know. But
you're gonna have are you gonna have like trees like that are like under
would OG
your
do it?
Shaft, like
I don't know. I like Dead King's version a lot better. I would have wished that I could have had some money to do it, but we're gonna go with Dead King's version of it. And let's just say I have a secret room with a secret village, and I secretly play Godzilla with my penis.
Do you like lay on your back?
Oh my God.
Or like, do you like just logistically?
Bushzilla.
Do you cut out the roads? Do you cut out the roads like in between the buildings?
Just watch Jackass Forever.
Instead of like going off.
Just watch
like
the intro to Jackass Forever,
belt.
and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? Okay. All right. With that being said, earlier today we talked about, people faking babies, using plastic babies for merchandise, all right? What would OG do if presented with the opportunity to use a fake something to get me through carpool? Would OG do it?
Yeah, 100%.
Without question.
Anybody would.
And
Lord, pal.
if I did it, what exactly would it be that I would use to get through traffic?
Oh, point blank, it's a sex doll.
Sex
Got
doll.
the big hole right
So
in
you
the mouth.
just go straight. You go straight to I have a blow up doll.
Yeah, you just have that. Like you would have a family in the back. Like you would be like, Monday. This is Tuesday. This is Thursday.
I would have a family. I would have a blow up doll family.
Well, yeah, if you're carpooling, you gotta have at least 3 people in the car.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. So wait a minute. That implies also that implies that I must have blow up
You
doll
have more
orgies,
than one,
right?
and that they're also in your car at all times.
That implies that if I have multiple, first of all, why would one person have multiple blow up dolls? And if I did have multiple blow up dolls, like okay, I'm not even gonna get into that, but no, okay,
For
all right.
carpooling.
For
It's for carpooling.
Okay, well, here's what OG would do. Here's what OG would do. OG would. Okay, first of all, OG would use a fake to go through the carpool lane. But it would not be a blow-up doll. All right? What it would be, though, is a cutout of someone. And I'm going to tell you right now who that cutout would be. And Invocracy, he already knows about who this cutout would be. It would be a cutout of my man, motherfucking David Hasselhoff. I would have a David Hasselhoff sitting right next to me, and not just any old David Hasselhoff, right? You know, we're talking Knight Rider David Hasselhoff, not that Baywatch shit. All right? We're going to have leather jacket Hasselhoff right next to me, riding down the carpool lane. And I will be bumping so loud the Knight Rider theme.
Wait, but you have to have a third. You have to have a third person for carpool.
No, not in California.
Wait, what? That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know what they got y'all on over there, man. But
yeah, it's 3.
2-man carpool, man. Tiger Speedo Hasselhoff. I'd probably do a Tiger Speedo Hasselhoff, but that's in the private room with the little village where my Godzilla penis plays.
It just sits in the corner by itself while he plays.
It watches me while I play. Oh my fucking lord. Okay. Oh shit. That's great. Hey, that was a great answer. I loved it. Okay. Number 3 question. All right. Recently, I have found out that there are degrees of furry.
Right?
What?
There are degrees of being a furry. Right?
Like levels or like temperatures?
Levels. Like levels
Is this
of furry.
like how many parts they put on? Like the head's like first level?
Yeah, kind of like
that. You see the ones that have like the legs on it?
So hold on. And recently I have found in those levels of furry that I think I'm a furry. Now, if presented with the opportunity to go and do something furry, what would OG do when presented with the opportunity to be a furry? How far would I go?
Becoming the animal.
I don't see you putting on a suit, fam. I do see you. I really almost outed myself by mistake earlier in that sentence. You putting on some ears though.
Oh my god.
You I don't know about mittens, but
oh my god. He would look like one of those weird anime guys that you'd see.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So
I had no idea there was a level.
So here's,
I didn't know there was.
Like, man got a tier system.
Is
this like cosplay?
Okay, like, so here's what OG would do, right? If given the opportunity to like speak at like a furry con, right?
Don't laugh, Dad. I bet you that's real.
I'm pretty sure, it is. 100% it's real. But if they said we want OG to speak at FurryCon and speak for us furries, what would OG do and how would I show up? I would tell you right now, OG, and here it is, just like Steph said, dun dun dun. OG would not go full furry suit. I can't
You just go the Godzilla.
You know, I mean that may work if I just show up with the Godzilla, and then that's, you know, that may be okay. But you're right, Dead King, it would probably be like some ears, maybe the little half mask thing, right? And that's cool, because in my world, you know, it's one thing to look at a furry and, you know, I don't know, Speedos, bikinis, ears and a little tail. Okay, yeah, that can be hot. But straight up in the suit, and I'm not bashing anyone, I can't tell. I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, so no, I would not go full furry on it. Besides, I'm pretty sure that it gets hot, sweaty, funky, and itchy in those things. So there you go. And so there it is.
They do have a special cleaner services for those. So I imagine it does get real hot there.
I don't want to get to know him that well, so I don't want to get that far. Okay, now we're going to end the stream with this last question, right? And this is how we do it all the time. What would OG do? Okay. If I were to meet up at TwitchCon with the homies, and I see all of you Invicta brothers down there and everything like that, and I wanted to do it up Cali style, because I feel like I'm the host now, right? You guys are coming to my state, so I'm hosting all you guys down here. How would OG host you guys? What would I do? And with that, we're going to end the show. We'll leave that for you guys to think about. Leave in the comments down below. I want to thank my man War Dog, my man Dead King for coming to the show. Make sure to check out their information down below. I want to thank all the beautiful chat for coming out today and hanging with us. I love you guys. You guys are super awesome. And you guys already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, ring that bell, and look forward to the next show. I hope that I can get a couple of these other guys in there. And with that being said, thank you guys once again for coming. I love you guys. Peace.
Thank all of you wonderful viewers for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and ring that notification bell. Until next time, you sexy souls, this has been the After Hours with my fantastic wonder of the world, OG.